Ride the pole, rise above, we're gonna rise above. They distort what we say. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. Rise, stop what we do. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. When they can't do it themselves. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. We are tired of your abuse. Try to stop us, it's no use.
I started BMX racing, and I got interested in freestyle because I was really coordinated with BMX racing. I could jump real good. So I started reading in the magazines, and they had bicycle freestyle in there, so I just started getting into it. It's pretty cool. A typical competition would include 3 events, and the first one being ramp riding, where you take your bike and you go up a quarter pipe like this, a big 10-foot high ramp, come back down like this. You do all your tricks while you're in the air with your bike. The second event would be street style, and that's where you ride up on walls, you ride up on different obstacles they have, and just try to out-obstacle the other guy, I guess. And the third event is the event that I enter, and that's called flatland. And that's where you just do acrobatic looking stunts on just the flat ground. And to me, that's the most interesting because it has the most variations. The way they judge the competitions is they judge how flowing your routine is, how smooth you look, the difficulty of your tricks, how many times you touch the ground. Each time you touch the ground, they take like a point off or whatever. And they judge like that, and then the person with the least amount of touches and the smoothest run usually wins. Okay, on a typical freestyle bike, what you're going to notice is you have front and rear brakes. Okay, front brakes here, your rear brakes here. And you notice pegs, they're sticking out on the front wheels here and the back wheels here. And them are for balance on, standing on, hopping on, that kind of thing. And you'll also notice that it has a coaster brake. And that's the kind of brakes like when you have when you're a little kid, where you press back like this, it goes on like this. It's an all chromoly redline freestyle bike. And this one's chrome finished. And looks pretty good. Okay, this is pretty weird here. It's called an ACS rotor. And it allows the front and rear brake cables to spin like this without getting tangled up. It's kind of complicated. You can see how it kind of works. Moves like that, back to the back brakes, goes like that. And freestyle bikes are built really reinforced and just made to do some tricks on. You get a lot of bruises and a lot of scrapes and stuff when you freestyle. So the more safety gear you wear, the better. The ramp riders who go up, they wear a lot of safety gear. They for sure wear elbow pads and a lot of times a full face helmet where it has a guard in front and just really extra padding. But for flatland, as long as you have your helmet and your shin guards and stuff like that, you're pretty set up. You'll notice I always wear my helmet. That's this helmet here. I always wear a good set of good gloves here. Protect your hands from calluses as well as giving you better grip on the handlebars. And you'll also notice if you come down a little farther here, these are knee guards. When you pull them up, and these are shin guards with this rubber protective coating. And I'm wearing a pair of British Knights because they're really good stiff shoes, perfect for freestyle. Some of the tricks have weird names like forward death truck, backyard, chick squeaks, mega spin, funky chicken. There's all kinds of different names. It takes a lot of patience because you have to practice a lot. Your balance doesn't have to be good right when you first start. It's just a matter of acquiring it, and you just got to practice it.
All riders have their own styles, and Dave is pretty much, he's not into a lot of the trendy tricks. He likes to invent his own, and he's more into a smooth riding routine as opposed to some of the riders, which I'm not saying they're any less, qualified, but they do a different type of routine and maybe a little quicker and snappier. So, but it's really pretty much up to the riders, whatever they want to do with a routine, and Dave tends to go more towards the smooth ride as opposed to a quicker one. What we do is we do an exciting show about drug and alcohol awareness, and we integrate the really exciting bicycle tricks into that. And Dave's the #1 ranked pro in the North American Freestyle Association, so it really helps, and he can really do some exciting tricks and get the kids going, and then I come out and do a little bit about drug and alcohol awareness. We use a lot of audience participation, and we give examples of what to do with your life and show, different scales, like how many people out of 10 are affected by drugs and whatnot. And we have the kids come out and actually do it. And then we integrate the exciting bike tricks into that. But I pretty much had the same experience as the kids, going through now. And I thought I hung around the right kids, but it seemed like I'd made the wrong choices in life, and pretty soon I ended up hanging out with the wrong crowds and doing the wrong things, and pretty much almost threw my life away. So now I've been clean, for almost a year, a little over a year now, and I feel it's really great opportunity for me to do this with Dave, and I can give the message to the kids and be on their same level and try to do some good with it. I know from experience what it's like to be in the hole, because I dug my own hole myself. I know it's not a lot of fun. A lot of people say, well, hey, you know, I'm not going to drop out of high school, so I'm cool. You know, I can do drugs, I can do anything. I can party every football game and pretty soon party every night, hey, hang out with the guys. And that got me nowhere. I tell them a little bit about Dave's background too, and how he rode expert for a long time and brought home all the #1 ranked, you know, trophies in expert. But he never really buckled down and got serious with his life either. And then when he did, and he decided he wanted to go pro, and he put his mind to it, and everything was positive, and he worked hard, that he made it. And now he's the #1 ranked pro. So that's just proof. Every kid has a choice, and they make so many vital choices in their life, and we're just showing them another option that they can make, you know, because drugs are absolutely the wrong way, and maybe some kids aren't interested in the other things like, you know, baseball or football or something like that. So we just show them a different way out, and we show them a whole new medium with the freestyle biking. If they're positive with their life and they do positive things, that they don't need to do drugs, they don't need to have an escape, they can concentrate on their own lives and go all the way. They can do anything they want to if they don't, you know, mess themselves up. All right, thanks a lot for coming out.